everyone! It's been a while since I've done a readathon. It was like 2 years ago, I think, was the last time that I did it. So I thought it would be fun to try another one. I saw this one on another booktube channel, and the website for this readathon I will link down below. So check it out if you're interested. Basically, this is a 24 in 48 readathon. So basically, you have to read for 24 hours within a 48-hour period. This readathon starts on Saturday at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time, and it ends on Sunday the 28th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can split it up however you want. You can read for a few hours within those 2 days and make up for 24 hours, and you can read 12 hours on one day and 12 hours on the next day. It's completely up to you, but you should try to go for 24 hours within the 2 days. I definitely know I couldn't do 24 hours, like a full day of reading, but I think it would be cool to try and do this within the 2 days. I have a little bit of faith in myself, so I decided to go for 3 books, just because I feel like it seems like a fair goal to have, and hopefully I will be able to meet those expectations. So here are the books that I'm looking to read. The first book I came across at the Brooklyn Book Fair, which was last year. I can't remember what month it was, but there were a lot of publishers there. This book is called There Are More Beautiful Things Than Beyonce, and it's a collection of poetry that I've heard about before, but I don't really know what it exactly focuses on. I picked it up at the Tin House tent, and they were selling their publications, and this was one of them. So I thought, alright, I've seen this around, I've heard of it before, so I could definitely give it a try. I'm not much into poetry as it is, you know, I've only read like 1 or 2 poetry books, so I don't really know whether it's good or bad or whether it even makes sense to me. I hope to maybe dive a little bit deeper into it, and hopefully this book will help me out with that. If you have any good poetry recommendations, or if you've read this book, please let me know so that I know what to expect. The second book that I'm reading is The Sirens of Titan by Kurt Vonnegut. I've read his other book called Mother Night, and I enjoyed it because his writing's very easy to read, and he has a lot of dark humor, and he really pushes ideas outside of people's comfort zones. So it just really is out there and just very full of like something crazy that you would never expect. This book is about a rich man who is like offered this trip into space, and he will be accompanied by like a beautiful woman to go with him. But apparently there's a catch, so as nice as it sounds, there's definitely more to that whole offer than meets the eye. And I'm just really curious to see what it is what's the catch and how that whole thing is going to play out. Definitely interested in that. Definitely want to know what happens. Can't wait to read this book. The last book that I'm looking to read has been on my TBR for a while. I finally decided to go out and buy it, so I wouldn't have to sit around thinking about how much I want to read it. This is We Were Feminists Once by Andy Zeisler. This book is about how feminism has become very mainstream. So it's seen a lot in pop culture. A lot of celebrities have jumped on the bandwagon, and they're, you know, benefiting themselves. A lot of companies, a lot of brands just emphasize feminism and use it as a way to basically make money from it because it's such a popular movement now. And this just looks at how there's a difference between those things, and how the movement itself might not necessarily benefit from those individuals and companies and things that are benefiting from it, like the whole girl power thing, and just all the brands who are trying to sell you stuff that is somehow, because they somehow relate themselves to feminism, and celebrities trying to gain more fans by saying they're a feminist and like pushing a feminist message. But how does that actually affect the movement itself, and how do you separate someone, you know, just trying to benefit from its popularity currently? How do you separate that from the actual movement and what actually benefits the women themselves and just the overall goal of this whole group? So I think this will be an incredibly interesting read, especially now because we are surrounded by, you know, people who say they're feminists and companies and things, and it's just in pop culture and it's just a very popular thing. And I think I'm just really curious to see what the author thinks about it all and where she takes it, and just like maybe she'll be able to give a clearer message about how it all ties in together. So that's it for my 24 and 48 Readathon TBR. Please let me know if you read any of these books, and also please let me know if you're taking part in this Readathon, and also what books you're currently reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.